Hello, everybody on Instagram and YouTube. Apologize for the tardiness. It's 7:02. However, y'all already know every Thursday for you on Instagram and for those of you on YouTube. When you do catch up, if you go back and look at my past ones, it's always something with YouTube. I don't know why. I don't know why YouTube just don't want me to be great, but it's always some type of issue. But that's okay. We're here now. We're gonna focus on the positive. Focus on the positive. Okay. So, all right. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, everyone. I hope you're having a great Thursday. If you're new here, what I do on every Thursday, I've been doing really good because let me tell you. Oh, hey, sis. Sorry, I thought there was some rain out of nowhere. I was like, why the bottom gotta fall out of the sky? I'm indoors, so I don't know why I care. Anyways, hey sis. So, if you guys are new here, what I do on Thursdays, I like to go live and I have a topic that I discuss dealing with social media marketing or content marketing, content creation, social media management, so on and so forth. So, I'm not gonna lie, I was at a loss on what I was gonna talk about this week. We almost didn't even have one, but what I'm going to tell you about later on, probably in another one, I might get to it today. I don't know, was how I ended up coming up with this topic, which is just so happened to be a conversation that I had recently. And that was about niching down. So, what I seem to notice when it comes to creatives, you're usually not just creative at one thing. You may be you're good at cutting hair, but then you're also a model, and then you know how to sew, you know how you play basketball, you have all these multiple talents. You're not just talented at one thing and that's the only thing that you're good at. You're good at multiple things. So then when it comes time to start your business, or when it comes time for you to niche down, as they say on social media, what you want to be known for, it's really hard for you to do because I'm great at all this stuff. So what am I going to pick? What am I going to choose? So today what we're talking about is when and how to niche down. When and how to niche down. So what is niching down? Let's go ahead and get that out the way. You might have heard that term across social media. You might follow your social media manager outside of me. Your favorite social media influencer, whatever you want to call it. You've probably heard of niching down. If you have not, or you don't know what that term means, don't worry, I got you. Hey girl, hey. So what niching down is, it's simply just focusing on a particular topic, a particular subject, a particular interest, or even a particular in when it comes to business, a particular industry. When you're not just, oh, I am a blank. So prime example, going back to the person who's good at cutting hair, I am a barber. Okay, yeah, you can be a barber, but niching down would be, I am a barber and I specifically cut women's hair. To niche down even further, I am a barber that specializes. So that's basically niching down is a specialty. I am a barber that specializes in Black women's short haircuts. Because you could be a barber and you just maintain undercuts. You could do edge ups. I've seen barbers that do eyebrows. So, with the clippers and stuff. So, that you could just niche down, and whatever it is, when you specify, that is niching down. So what a term that I've heard often is the riches are in the niches, which you can pronounce it niche or niche. Whichever one comes out my mouth, just know that's what I said. Because I was about to say, I typically say whichever one comes to my head first. So the riches are in the niches. Think about it when it comes to a physician, a doctor. We won't even go straight to physician. When it comes to a doctor, when you go to medical school, when a person goes to medical school, you come out with your doctorate. You can practice whatever type of medicine that you decide. However, when you get more specific, that's when you end up making more money. A general practitioner makes a lot of money. However, a plastic surgeon makes a whole lot more money. A heart specialist, someone who only works on people who have heart conditions, when it gets to pediatricians, those things like that. When you get more specific, That's when there's more money. Sticking with medicine, you can have a dentist, or you can have an oral surgeon, or you can have that person who specifically does veneers. I was about to say the cosmetic teeth. Someone who specifically does veneers. The more specific you get, you're the best person at this. Think about Dr. Miami, going back to the actual, like, a plastic surgeon. Dr. Miami is known for BBLs, and he can charge what he wants, versus him just being like, oh, I'm a doctor, I can make sure if something's wrong with your ear, or if you got a throat ache, or if something's going on with your kid, or if your foot hurt or whatever. No, I do plastic surgery. I can make you look good, period. Is that what you want or no? That's basically what it is. So think about that when it comes to all of your various talents and abilities. You can be amazing at so many things, but what is the one thing that you want to be known for? And we're not saying that you have to abandon everything else, but niching down is actually focusing on that one thing, because it doesn't have to be the only thing forever, but that one thing that you are known for, or that you want to be known for. When people think of your name, this pops into their head. I know he or she is the go-to for blank. He or she is the go-to for auto service. He or she is the go-to person for nails. He or she is the go-to person for IT advice. He or she is the best person to go to when it comes to stocks and bonds. Think about that. What is it that you want to be known for? And that is how you niche down. But we are all complex people. So don't think that you just have to throw all of your other interests in the trash. You can mold those in, marry them in later on, once people get to know you for that specific thing. Think about your favorite social media influencer, somebody that you love to follow. Whenever you get on Instagram, you always check their posts. They don't just post about one thing. The first person that came to my mind was Jess Hilarious. Jess Hilarious does post about her doing comedy, but she also does skits. She has multiple podcasts at this point. She might be hosting a show, and not hosting a show as a comedian. I mean, like, have like a red carpet or something like that, or an award show, something, an event where she's hosting. And she also posts videos about her being a mom. So she has all these that are a part of her. So that's what marries them all together, is that it's all you. However, we understand Jess Hilarious is a comedian. So more than likely, the content that we're going to get from her is funny. So she finds a way to make her real life situations, the things that she's doing, the things that she's going through, whatever she wants to bring into bring us, her audience, into her life, she makes it a comedic element most of the time. Sometimes she does have her serious content, but for the most part, she brings us into her content, brings us into her world by using comedic content. So you want to think of that as well. If that's your thing, if, let's say, you're all about telling people about stocks and stock options, if you're going to be that financial expert and your niche is stocks, then okay. But then you find a way to bring in how you're able to affect your family with stocks. You're able to affect your friends with stocks, your day-to-day life, what it does and how it revolves around that. That's how you would marry that together. We kind of got off topic. Let's skirt back. Okay. So back to niching down. So you think of that one thing that you're really good at, that you want to make your focus. When people think of your name, they think of blank. They think of this thing that you are known for when it comes to you. That's going to be your niche. That's going to be your market. I use myself, for example. I post all about social media content, and that is what I want people to know me for. I want to be known as the best content coach. I was about to say this side of the Mississippi, but this side of Mississippi and the other. I want everybody to know me about content creation. I'm the content coach. If you need help with your content, whether it's creating the content, the ideas for the content, I want you to think of me. I want you to come to your girl and let me help you out with that. That's what I do. That's my niche. That's my market. I could have just said, I can help you with your social media management. I can help you with your social media marketing. No, we're going to dive deeper into that, because I'm going to specifically help you with the content that is going to make you some money. Okay. Let me see. I have a comment here from Miss Empress Goddess. That's right. Multitasking and having balance. How do you balance different things? I want to do a lot, so I just be trying to collaborate things together, and I'm a workaholic. How do you do with taking time off? Oh, thank you, girl. I appreciate it. So I am working on balance myself, but from what I look at when it comes to different business coaches and different people that I follow, they have all said there's no such thing as balance, because if it's got to be some lack somewhere. So in the sense of, let's say your business is doing really well, like something's going to be off kilter. So if your business is doing well, usually you're lacking in your personal life. Or if your personal life is doing really well, you're not focusing as much attention on your business. So it's kind of more so finding synergy. That's what they say. Again, that's something that I'm still working on myself, trying to find that balance and that synergy into getting things to where I'm not just completely neglecting one thing for the other, because I personally am a person with tunnel vision. And if this is what I'm focused on right now, I can't see nothing else. And that's really good to a certain extent, because you need that type of focus and that type of drive in order to get things done. However, when it comes to neglecting other things in life, like neglecting your friends and your family for a relationship, just an example, because you want love, you want to be with this boyfriend so bad, but now your friends don't see you anymore, and it's like, if he don't last, bitch, you coming back over here, so you might want to kick it with us, you might want to be good with us. I had to take some time off to balance my personal life. Yes, taking time, and you should not feel guilty about that. So what she had commented was that she took some time off in order to rebalance her life and take some time with her kids. We have got to give ourselves grace. Like, you don't beat yourself up about taking time for yourself, regrouping, rebalancing, because when you take that time to yourself, that's when you come back better, you come back more creative, you have more clarity on where it is that you're going and what it is that you're trying to do. So you can feel guilty about it, because it's like, I stepped away from this, I've neglected, my followers, I've neglected my people. However, your people should understand that you're a person. Now, when it comes to social media content, if that's something that if you're interested in just having your social media run on autopilot, whether you feel like posting or not, I can help you with that. Again, your girl is the content coach, so I got you. But I completely understand that, because doing so much can burn you out very quickly, because I get where they're like, oh, you're burning the candle at both ends. Well, if you got a candle with 6 points on it and you burning all of it, you're going to run out of energy. You can't devote 100% to everything. That's just not how math works. So you got to keep that in mind, and make sure that you're taking those breaks and taking that time to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. That good self-care, whether journaling, bubble baths, taking walks, spending time. You have to just take that time for yourself, and it's tough, but it's like, either you gonna slow down or your body gonna slow you down. So you have to make that choice. When it comes to balancing all of those things, that's when I use myself as an example. So me wanting to be known as the content coach, for 3 months, I didn't post anything outside of social media content, social media management, social media marketing, content creation. That's the only thing that I put up on my social media. I didn't post about my dog. And when I did, or I didn't post about my nails, but it wasn't just here's something about look at my fabulous nails. No, I showed I remember one video specifically, I showed like I said, you need these 3 things in order to do this. And I showed, this is how my nails started off, step 1. This is how my nails look in the middle, step 2. This is the finished product, step 3. So I'm showing my nails because it's something that I'm interested in. It's something that I enjoy. Again, being a creative, you have multiple talents. One of my talents is that I do my own nails. I like to do them. And because I'm a content creator, this is free content. I'm going to do my nails regardless. Might as well make a video about it, So I use that nail content into talking about social media marketing, and use that. So you're still getting something that I'm interested in. You're learning a little bit more about me, but you're also learning about social media marketing. Once I got a more steady following and people started to recognize this is what I come here for, is social media marketing. Thank you, girl. She said my nails always fire. Once people understood, okay, I know when I come to her page, she's going to be talking about social media marketing. She's going to be talking about social media content. Then I started sprinkling some other stuff in. I like to go to the gym. This ain't got absolutely nothing to do with it, but here's a little reprieve on my page from social media marketing. It's a little bit more about me. I like to work out, or I walked my dog and this is something fun that I did, But for a good I believe it was, I know it was a minimum of 3 months. I might have done it longer than that, but for 3 months straight, I didn't post about anything but my niche. So when it comes to how to niche down, that is how you niche down. You figure out what's the thing that you're really, really good at. What is the thing that you want to be known for? And when you should niche down is as soon as possible. Because again, you don't want to confuse people. Let's say that you're a hairstylist and people love your hairstyles. They want to come to you for that. Well, they're going to get confused if they see you on their timeline. Let's say, because reels are the thing. Reels and shorts are the thing. For those of you who don't know, that's why I keep looking back and forth. I'm live on Instagram and on YouTube. But reels are the thing. Shorts are the thing. Short form content is king right now. So let's say somebody is looking through the reels page and they happen to see your a video about you doing hair because you're a hairstylist and they just love what you do. You're a hairstylist and they're like, oh, this is dope. They're going to be confused if they click on your page. And then there's also, actually doing nails wouldn't throw them off because that's still a part of cosmetology. So they go to your page and they're like, okay, she does hair, but she's a dog walker? Is she, and then she's a comedian. And then and she's a model. And I don't know about y'all, but from my experience and from my friends' experience, when you meet a multi-hyphenate, it kind of dilutes their credibility. That's the best way that I can put it. What is a multi-hyphenate? When you go to somebody's page and they're like, I'm an author, I'm a dancer, I'm a motivational speaker, I'm a hairstylist, I'm a makeup artist, I can also fix your car. I've done, when they have all these things that they've done, and it's like, but what are you good at? You know, as they say, that a jack of all trades is a master of none. And you could be a master at a lot of different things. You could be amazing at a lot of different things. But again, what are people going to know you for? So if you have all these multi-hyphenates, and once you get to a certain level, you can have that and it makes sense because people know you and they've gotten to love you. But if you're still trying to figure it out and you're trying to niche down, then yeah, you got to figure out one thing and then slowly add in the other things. My YouTube link, yes, the link in my bio has the link in my Instagram bio has all the links to everything that I have. So you'll see it'll either say BL Media or it will say Blondie Spotlight. That's what the link is. You click on the link in my bio, the tab that says Blondie Spotlight, that will take you over to my YouTube channel. But I'm going live here and on YouTube at the same time. So it's going to be the same thing. And the replay will be up on YouTube. I usually, I leave the replay up on Instagram for usually over the weekend, and then I take it down. But if you want to see the full thing later on, reference back to it, head over to my YouTube channel. If you want to search for it, it is BL Media. B as in boy, L as in Larry, Media on YouTube. Okay. So just to recap, in case anyone missed it at the beginning, when and how should you niche down? So just to repeat, niching down is just you focusing on what it is that you're good at. When somebody thinks of your name, they think of this specific thing. And as a creative, a lot of times creatives are good at multiple things. So of course, you can be great at multiple things. Nobody is saying that you can't. But the thing is, you want people to know you for that one specific thing. When you think of basketball, who is the first person that comes into your mind? When you think of R&B singer, who is the first person that comes to your mind? When you think of these celebrities, you also can think of multiple other things that they have going on. They may have clothing lines. They may have other brand endorsements. They may have, oh goodness, I see it, but I can't think of it right now. Philanthropy. They may have nonprofits. That was the word. I couldn't think of the word. They may have a nonprofit. All of these things they may have going on. But when you thought of basketball player, R&B singer, whatever, that was the first person that came to your mind. So you need to think of that as well. So when it comes to niching down, how you niche down is that you figure out what is the thing that you're good at, what is the thing that you want to be known for, and that's what you niche down to. Again, an example with myself, I am a social media marketer. I could have just stayed there. Oh, I do social media marketing and management. No, I wanted to niche down. I am the content coach. So not just I can help you with your social media management. Yeah, I can do that. But what I'm really going to help you do is get really, really good at creating content for social media. That's my box. When you look at me, that when you think about me, that's what I want to come to mind. Okay. So then let's go into when it's time to niche down. You need to niche down as soon as possible, because if you're still growing your following, if you haven't been established yet into that one thing, when people think of that particular thing, your name comes to mind. If you're not at that level and people are still trying to figure you out, it's going to be confusing when they go to your Instagram page. Let's say they see an amazing piece of content on the For You page. Well, the For You is for that other app, but they see it on their explore page, on the reels tab. They stumble across your live, they see your story, however it is that they come across your content, and they're like, oh, he's amazing at changing oil, he's amazing at working on cars. And then they get on your page and you have all this other content that is unrelated to fixing cars. That's going to be confusing, and you really only have 8 seconds in order to catch somebody's attention when they go to your profile page. 8 seconds. Everybody got the attention span of squirrels these days. So you have to catch someone's attention with your profile as quickly as possible. The sooner, the better. So it helps to have your bio optimized. When you come to YouTube, you need to be sure that you have your about page all the way together. So that way, when people come to your profile, when they go to your YouTube channel, when they go to whatever your page is, they don't have to think. That's the thing. They want to take away the thought of it. They just come to you. This is what she does. There's no question. I don't have to figure out, well, how do I contact her? Well, what's her name? Well, what does she do? Well, how can I reach her? No, you don't have to worry about that. All of that is already there. So think of that as your elevator pitch. So that way, when people come to your profile, they know exactly what it is you do. Yes, what it is that you do, who you serve, and how they can contact you. Those are the 3 main things that people need to know. And your content needs to reflect that as well. So again, to recap, because we about to wrap it up, is when and how. Sorry, there's a gnat in here. When and how and how did I word it before? How and when to niche down? When and how to, okay, I see the title right there. My bad. When and how to niche down. So how do you niche down? I know I flipped it, but let's go with that. How do you niche down? You focus on, you figure out the one thing that you're good at that you want to be known for. You can be good at multiple things. We can add those later on. However, when you're niching down, you need to figure out, my name needs to be synonymous with blank. If that's what you want to be known for, if you want people to recognize that this is what it is that you do, this is what you're great at, that needs to be what you niche down on. Later on, you can mold in other parts of your personality, other things that you're good at. But when you're niching down, you need to focus on one particular thing, one thing, in order for people to know you. You'll be synonymous with this one thing. When is it time for you to niche down? As soon as possible. As soon as possible, because you don't want to be known for doing hair one week and then the next week you over here making clothes, and then the next week you're a comedian, and then the next week you over here doing MLM stuff. It's just all over the place. And when you're all over the place, or when people can't figure it out quickly, they lose trust. And that is the thing that you need. The number one thing that you need in order to get clients on social media, to get customers, to make money online, is that people need to trust you. They need to trust you in order to give you their money. So that's all you're trying to do, is build trust. And if you talk about the same thing day in and day out, and they understand, okay, this is her thing, she knows what she's talking about, this is her lane, this is she know her stuff, then they know, I can come to her, I can come to him for this. And that is what you want. That is what you want people to focus on when it comes to niching down. What do I know him for? What do I know her for? This is their go-to. This is their lane. And I know if I have any questions about this, if I have any concerns, I know I can come to this person. And if they don't have the answer posted, I can ask them, and I bet you they'll give me the answer. So that is what you want to focus on and keep in mind. So Thank you all so much for joining me. This was great for me. I hope it was great for you. If you all have any questions, you can drop them in the comments on either live, or if you want to slide in my DM, shoot me a DM with those questions. I'll be happy to help you. Or if you want a more intense strategy session with me, I can absolutely help you with that. So if you go to the link in my bio or theBLagency.com/Coach Blondie, you'll see all of my links there. And then you can click on IG strategy session. So like I was saying about optimizing your do audits for pages. I do not. I do strategy sessions. So instead of it's kind of in the same lane. An audit and a strategy session is kind of similar. For the audit, it's kind of just going through and looking at your page and telling you what you need to fix. But with the strategy session, not only do I help you with your page and say like, okay, well, let's optimize your bio. Let's make sure your profile picture is looking how it needs to. Let's make sure you have the best post pinned to the top. But then also I'm going to help you with a content strategy. So that way, once we get off of that call, because it's going to be a Zoom call, once we get off of that Zoom call, you have action steps to take in order to help you with your social media content. So that's what comes with a IG strategy session with me. So if you're interested in that, again, on Instagram, you can click on the link in my bio. You're so welcome, Braids by Sean. See, Braids by Sean got it, okay? She knows I am the baddest braider in town. If you got any questions, Braids by Sean, you don't even have to guess. You know by her name what it is that she got going on. I love you. You were the perfect example, ma'am. So that comes to niching down. She knows her niche. She could just be hairstylist, whatever. No, I am the baddest at braids. Braids by Sean. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you all for hopping on today. If you want to go back and watch this live, it'll be posted on my page on Instagram. It'll be here through the weekend on YouTube. This is just going to be up going forward, so you can come back and check this out anytime, okay? I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Until next time. Mwah.